Crocodiles are some of the most feared reptiles on the planet. There's one ability they have that defies explanation. These creatures can go for hours without taking a single breath. Sounds impossible, right? But beneath that scaly armor is a biological system so efficient, it's almost alien. While humans panic after just a minute underwater, crocodiles remain calm and motionless, biding their time, watching, waiting. Why don't they drown? What's really going on inside their bodies when they submerge? Are they truly holding their breath the entire time, or is something else at play? Oh, the deeper you look, the more unnerving it becomes. Imagine a predator that can vanish beneath the surface, disappear without a ripple, and return only when you've forgotten it existed. There's no music, no warning, no clue they're still there. And that's exactly how crocodiles like it. What really happens when a crocodile sinks below the surface? First, its heart rate drops drastically, from 40 beats per minute to just 2 or 3. This isn't just relaxation, it's a shutdown mode triggered by pure survival instinct. Every system in their body begins to prioritize oxygen conservation. Blood flow gets restricted only to the vital organs, the brain and heart. All other functions slow to a crawl. Digestion halts. Muscle activity stops. Even nerve impulses get delayed. You'd think the animal was dying, but it's not, it's preparing. The biological ambush is underway. While you think the croc is gone, it's calculating, silent, and perfectly still. But at any second, that quiet can erupt into chaos. Unlike humans, crocodiles have a built-in bypass valve in their hearts. It allows them to reroute their blood depending on whether they're breathing or not. This is called a foramen of Panizza, and it acts like a switchboard for oxygen. If air is unavailable, blood is sent away from the lungs and recycled within the body. This adaptation buys them more time, sometimes hours. Their blood becomes thicker with carbon dioxide, but their cells are trained to withstand it. Your muscles would start screaming. But a crocodile's cells remain calm, adapted to this suffocating environment over millions of years. It's not just learned to survive without air, they've mastered it. Crocodiles use this power for one purpose: the hunt. Most prey think they can outlast danger if they just wait long enough. But the crocodile turns time itself into a weapon. By remaining underwater far longer than any land animal can anticipate, they create a false sense of safety. Prey animals return to drink. They drop their guard. They forget. And then the strike. Fast, explosive, and merciless. All that time hiding, conserving oxygen, was just the calm before the storm. And once the jaws clamp down, there is no escape. But this incredible feat isn't without risk. Even crocodiles have a limit. Stay submerged too long, and their blood becomes toxic. The buildup of lactic acid and carbon dioxide can reach fatal levels. So how do they know when to surface? The answer lies in sensors scattered throughout their body. These sensors monitor oxygen levels in real time. When the balance tips, the brain issues a command: ascend. And yet, even then, they do it slowly, carefully. They break the surface with just their nostrils, unseen and undetected. It's not just breathing, it's tactical breathing. This is why crocodiles prefer ambush tactics. Chasing prey would burn oxygen too quickly. Instead, they wait and wait. Their entire hunting strategy is built on patience, silence, and an almost meditative stillness. It's a waiting game most animals simply cannot win. The longer the croc waits, the more confident the prey becomes, till it's too late. It's a psychological trap as much as a physical one. Evolution has sharpened this ability over millions of years. Crocodiles lived alongside dinosaurs. They survived mass extinctions, climate shifts, continental drifts. Their respiratory system is a relic from a prehistoric age, optimized for survival when oxygen levels were lower. Predators were larger, and threats came from every direction. The fact that crocodiles are still here, virtually unchanged, is a testament to how powerful this adaptation truly is. What's more disturbing is that even young crocodiles have this trait. Hatchlings, barely a foot long, can hold their breath for 30 minutes or more. It's not a learned behavior, it's encoded into their DNA. They emerge from the egg already prepared to disappear underwater and wait out danger. That means the moment they're born, they're already capable of vanishing in plain sight. Scientists studying crocodiles in captivity have tried to push the limits of this breath-holding ability. In controlled environments, Some crocodiles have remained submerged for over 2 hours. That's longer than any human freediver in history. And the crocodile doesn't even show signs of stress. No gasping, no panic, just eerie calm. The researchers describe the experience as unsettling, like staring at something not entirely natural. So how does this affect other predators? Lions, leopards, even humans must approach watering holes with caution. That glassy surface might look peaceful, but underneath, danger could be waiting completely invisible. Crocodiles don't just rule the water, they weaponize it. They turn the most essential resource into a trap. A drink becomes a death sentence. And the longer they wait, the higher the success rate. You might think that with such a slow lifestyle, crocodiles would struggle in high adrenaline situations. But the truth is, their energy conservation allows them to unleash incredible power in short bursts. When they do strike, it's with devastating force. All that oxygen saved, all that energy stored, gets unleashed in a single moment of violence. That's why their attacks are so successful. They don't waste time, they explode into action. And once they catch their prey, crocodiles go right back to conserving oxygen. They often drag victims underwater, not just to drown them, but to return to the environment where they're strongest. Down there, the rules change. The croc has the advantage again. The prey, disoriented and gasping, is doomed. Meanwhile, the crocodile feels nothing. No struggle, no rush, just instinct. This entire system hinges on one terrifying fact. Crocodiles don't need to breathe like we do. Breathing for them is optional for short periods. They are not bound to the same urgency. That makes them unpredictable. You can't anticipate when they'll move. You can't predict when they'll surface. And by the time you realize you're in danger, they've already decided your fate. But it doesn't stop there. Crocodiles also use their underwater endurance to travel undetected. Some have been known to traverse long distances beneath the surface, bypassing obstacles, sneaking past threats, and even invading new territories. Their ability to disappear and reappear miles away makes them even more dangerous in the wild. It's not just about breath, it's about mobility. So next time you see a riverbank, a murky lake, or a quiet swamp, remember this. Stillness is not safety. In fact, with crocodiles, stillness is the greatest danger of all. They turn silence into strategy. They turn patience into power. And while you look away, while you assume they're gone, they're watching you. With eyes that don't blink and lungs that don't need air. This is what makes crocodiles one of nature's most efficient killers. Not just their teeth, not just their muscles, but their control. It's their ability to wait, to endure, to suffocate without suffering. That is their superpower. And no matter how much we study them, we're still just scratching the surface. Their environment might look calm, but beneath that calm is calculation. They don't waste a single heartbeat. Every breath or lack of it is part of a plan. By the time they rise, they've already won. Even in zoos and wildlife parks, handlers know to never trust a motionless crocodile. Because motionless doesn't mean harmless. It means ready. It means controlled. That crocodile may not move for 30 minutes, but the moment you drop your guard, it's over. And all of that time underwater wasn't idleness. It was preparation. When you hear the term apex predator, you might think of lions or sharks. But crocodiles earned that title in a way few animals can. They've mastered both land and water. They've learned to control their own biology to serve one goal, to survive. And whether you see them or not, they are always present beneath, beyond, and waiting.